literally showed up the moment I pushed the record button.
I tend to do that.
I'm just shocked you didn't do what you normally do when you show up for streams.
Meh.
Usually
See, if I do it every time, it becomes cliched, and then it becomes expected.
every fucking time I used to start a stream and I was like, all right, I'm recording in 3, 2, 1, I'd push record. As soon as it starts, what was the first thing that Hyoga would do?
Venus.
That right there. So I don't know if anyone's going to watch this later or is going to end up jumping in or is already in here. I don't know. But we're doing a little test stream to see how this works out. I've messed with my audio settings because the last stream that we did, you could hear everyone just fucking crystal clear, golden, beautiful. But except when I coughed. No one wants that shit. So we're gonna do a little test out here. We're gonna do a little fight of Appa versus Rowan, unless Hyoga's got some time on his hands.
Kind of, but not really.
It's your call. I mean, if you want to kick the shit out of Rowan for a bit, you're more than welcome to. Nothing serious, just role play, have fun, just try to fight, just to see like how it looks, how it sounds, especially like when we're playing music or sound effects. And I want to hear multiple people's voices. So having you here is great because Rowan might show up loud and clear, but then
someone else that might.
Yeah. And having more people increases the chance of echo, playback, and to me it's important because I need to know what I need to do to fix any issues.
I didn't hear anything. I was just checking it, but
put Iad on push to talk all the time.
Yes. Technically, my ass should be on push to talk all the time because randomly I just have like the door open and da 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 da.
Right, but background noise is different than like constantly echoing.
Not just the constant echoing, but Iad also. Oh, no, he's not on his laptop anymore, but his fucking laptop would always start powering up.
It was always right when it needed it to too.
The first thing, like, okay, apparently Iad's ready to fight.
Okay, see, it's got that thing around my name again, where it's just constantly green, like it's picking me up the whole time.
Hey, as long as we can hear you, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck it's doing.
I mean,
though.
it could even just be lag. I mean,
Discord's been fucking up over the past couple days.
Maybe I've just gotten lucky and not had anything to deal with it yet.
Appa is out of here. Go fuck you, Appa. Go away.
Yeah, I'll kick the shit out of Tyler. Why not?
Yeah.
You know you want to.
Oh, fuck! I need a break.
So, let's move this over and bring a Hyoga out here. And you know what's great? Guess what Rowan got for a star roll?
Was it a 20?
It was a 3.
If it was a 20, I might actually have a better chance against that.
All right, how about this? Give him a 15.
Oh, that confidence. I fucking love it. Oh, shit.
All right.
Make it a little more fair for Tyler.
I mean, I'm fighting the guy that's technically a level above me in everything, so fuck it. I'm gonna need it.
Well, not only that, but I got the biggest dick in the game.
True.
For anyone listening or is wondering what the fuck we're talking about, so Rowan is a Macchio. He's the same race as Garlic Jr. And every day he has to, each time we play, he has to roll to see what his link to the Macchio star is, and that essentially can make him stronger or weaker. And he rolled a 3, and that was definitely not what he wanted.
No. I probably dropped Bullet to what, 55-ish?
I just got rid of it, so I couldn't tell you. But look at you sitting at 68K. So let's fix your stats here.
It's
One
a much
thing you
happier
do have
number.
is you have health. I mean, you're pretty golden when it comes to health.
Yeah. Well, that's why I made that point. Like, in case I do get screwed over on the star, I can at least survive a little bit.
I mean, it's freaking essential because, no health, no fight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's deal 3 tokens. Do you know what? 4 tokens
Ooh.
to Tyler and to Hyoga.
Now we get fancy.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck?
I'm not sure I want to know.
So I have essentially 3 tokens, but you're gonna wish I didn't have these 3 tokens.
God damn it.
Remember that talk we were having about Budokai Tenkaichi? How Yajirobe is the guy you can't beat? Hyoga is the guy you can't beat. There are 2 Sensu tokens in the bag.
God damn it.
And Hyoga has both of them.
God damn it.
I've also got a Dragon Ball and a Dragon Ball Fusion.
And to be fair, Tyler's got 2 Dragon Balls, a Cursed, and a Fudge. So Tyler's actually got a pretty little set there.
That's nice.
Then again,
that should be nice.
if you let Hyoga use the Sensus as Sensus, this is going to be a super one-sided fight. Just to be nice, Hyoga just throws one of them to Rowan.
No, my niceness was giving him a 15.
I mean...
I like it. So, I just threw you guys in just this is the arena we used for the
tournament.
Yeah.
That's just like, oh, this is familiar.
There's 2 Hyogas and 2 Rowans.
My God.
Image training.
I'm not sure I would take you as an image trainer.
I mean,
No
he's
matter
an
how
icer.
strong I
Technically, you
was
should be like,
feeling.
I wouldn't see you as a trainer, but I'm just saying. Oh, let's trade that dice out for this one. All right. With that being said, make sure you guys. Yep, it's actually set. Rowan's is actually set as well. Cool. Y'all can go ahead and do me a favor and roll for some initiative. Let's play some music. Ooh, and I can also pull up this, that might help. And we'll move that away over here.
Money?
All right. So, Rowan, you do not go first. So this is totally non-canon spar, just something to just get a fight out.
It's like
yeah,
you said, it's
interesting.
image training.
Don't worry about winning or losing. Just worry about role playing, having fun. Before the fight couldn't really be canon. Technically now it can. But I don't think Rowan's game for this fight.
No. No, if the day comes where I have to fight Hyoga, I really hope I'm a lot stronger than I am now.
I mean, I can see us working it as sort of like a measuring stick, seeing how far Rowan's come.
True.
Giggity. You want to use a measuring stick to see how far Rowan can come? By the way, this stream is not suitable for children.
If you couldn't tell.
Let's just put that out there. Alright, with that being said, you guys are just in this arena. Apparently Appa's in the sidelines just kind of watching as the bell goes ding. So what you got to do, Hyoga?
At the sound of the ding, I'm gonna start. Why is my key not max?
Because you don't need it.
Yes, I do.
There you go.
Alright, that's better. So this is gonna be a 1-move action.
well.
As the sound of the bell kicks off, Hyoga kicks off the arena ground with the fucking... As the tiles below him crack a little bit from the amount of force that he's exerting, as his aura kicks on around him and he slams into the side of fucking Rowan. That is going to be an aura burst times 2 concentrated ram.
Just for the sake of everything, I'm gonna aura burst times 3 and drop a focus.
Ooh. Just a focus point.
Just a focus point.
You have failed us, Kyle. I don't know why you're messaging me now.
Because he just woke up and he's like, I need it.
You is late as F. Like you are 10 minutes past this the 7:30, which was the latest we wanted to go. All right, so can I get both of you to please roll a d20 for your aura burst? Of course, Hyoga's will be easier.
That's a good luck. That's not a good luck.
They don't want you to have it. So that is 2 good lucks you've used, sir. All right, so it's a bit of a shaky start for Hyoga as he's trying to pull off his, and Rowan's aura just immediately comes bursting on around him. We'll give him bam. Technically, I should have done Rowan's first, but you know, we'll ignore that. As Hyoga shoots forwards, thrusting his shoulder outwards. And you know what, sir? Your dice on Roll20 might not like you, but your dice on real life does. We have you with a natural 20 and Rowan with a 12.
Ow.
Please roll that 1d20. With a 19, that is full crit damage. In this case, since you're doing one move action and it is already full, it is bonus crit.
Bonus crit with the concentration.
Ouch.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Tyler.
That's not gonna feel good. Slams into him for 580 damage. When he slams into Rowan, Rowan goes flying backwards, slamming into the side of the arena wall.
For shits and giggles and RP purposes, should I roll to see if I stick the landing? Or if I just crash?
You were hit with a ram. Just like if Cody would have missed, he would have had to make a roll.
Yeah, I was confused by that for a second.
Yeah, I was too. 15.
Hey. So even though you slam in, you are able to keep your aura burst on if you would like. So Rowan slams into the wall and then kind of lands on his hands and feet. You gonna keep it on?
Yes, I'm actually going to crank it up one for my move.
Ooh. How many actions you got, sir?
Single, just to reciprocate the love that I just kind of got into my ribs. But since Rowan ran on his hands and feet, he's going to kind of take a moment to steady himself, kind of get into that runner's position, as Aura just kind of like kicks on even higher, and he just like suddenly slams forward, just trying to drive his fist into Hyoga's stomach and lift him up in the air as hard as he can, which will be yeah, we'll do this as a ram, 2 power, 3 focus, and an EX.
Go ahead and make that EX roll. Excuse me. With a 17, that is going to be bonus chance to hit. Is there a rebuttal, or are you just going to let it go the way it is?
No, I'm just gonna let it go the way it is.
I can dig it. I mean, you did just hit him with, 7 stagger, 7 knockback, and 7 win. Apparently the dice gods giveth and they taketh away. This is a natural 20 to a 14. So, Rowan, please roll 1d20.
So apparently that's how this is gonna go today.
With
2.
a 13. Or
That is a
2.
2.
My screen on the stream is showing a 13.
Is it really?
Yeah, like the dice is showing a
What the
13,
fuck?
but the chat says 2.
Yeah, I can see that because on my screen it says a 2. Like on the actual dice it shows a 2. That is
So,
weird.
Funny enough, that is full crit damage. Alright. So, you're going to be doing a little bit less than him because he concentrated it.
Yeah. Well, my strength shouldn't be as high as his either.
Well, that's the thing too. You still pulled off 469 damage.
Giggity.
And Hyoga, do me a favor, roll that d20. 17. So he goes flying backward. Oh, sorry, no, you lifted him up. I'm fucking sorry.
I'm just trying to like throw him up. So if nothing else, he would just kind of like drop straight to the ground, so I can try and get a move on him next time.
But as you knock him upwards, he flips around. We'll say that he puts his feet up on, because this arena has a big old like double bubble shield around it. Hyoga putting his feet up on that bubble shield, preparing for the next attack. With that being said, let me go ahead and plug in the damages here. So Rowan, you took 580, and Hyoga, you took 469. Rowan, that is going to knock you all the way down to 65%.
That damage is actually really good for Rowan, because my strength isn't super high either.
Well, it's also a single action ram.
Yeah.
And then, of course, your aura bursts equals 3 and 7.
I have a feeling I need a drink for this.
Jesus. And then Hyoga spent 60. Bam, your key is up to date. Rowan's a little angry, by the way.
My key is not up to date, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Oh, now it is.
Hyoga, your health drops down to 69%.
Giggity.
And you are pretty angry as well. With that being said, please roll for initiative.
We went to go get a drink, so we got a minute.
No, you don't.
Oh.
Oh! I was like, man, Rowan's gonna win the initiative. Oh.
You were saying.
So as Hyoga flips up and catches himself on the top of this dome, ...
He kind of splays his arms and legs out in kind of like a star pattern as he's pulling a stop Goku time, and then just starts fucking raining ki down at Rowan. So that's gonna be a wave storm with a 20% ram wave at the end.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you said this is a ram wave
Yes.
with the 20%. All right.
Is there anything I can add to this? Or put on it?
I mean, technically, you can keep that aura burst on.
You can use tokens, but you cannot use points.
Okay. I will definitely keep it on then. And just to be safe, I'm gonna drop that curse. I'm actually gonna drop that curse on the finisher, if possible.
Yes.
Because that's the scary part. Well, it's all scary, but that's the scarier part.
So, mistakes have been made. Mistakes have been made.
Already?
Yep, on Rowan's behalf. Alright, both of you, please go ahead and click on your tokens and click that Hailstorm button. Alright. We're going to have a hit, a hit, a hit, a dodge, a dodge, a hit. One's not good.
Nope.
A hit, a dodge, a dodge, and a dodge. And now for the finisher. So, just this massive, just hail, haha, hence the name, of Kai comes raining down over Rowan. Just completely covering him in this cloud of smoke as Tonight is the night. People getting fucked up. This is a 20-6.
Jesus Christ.
I'm seeing a pattern.
I'm no good luck, so it's not a 10 over.
That's a good idea. That is a 12. It is no longer a 10 over.
I got a 17 for the crit.
Ooh. Gain bonus action.
I'm gonna just burn that right away and call it a slam crash impact.
I can dig it. Rowan, make a d20 roll.
I dig it too, because where else are you going to go but straight down into me?
15, and that is going to be a fail on your behest, Rowan. Meets lots of ground, which is great too because he's ramming at you. So I will go ahead and hand the role play to Hyoga because I know that he wants to put some stank on it.
Reintroduce me to the mountain eaters.
Well, we're gonna make you exalted with the floor, don't worry. So as he does his stop key time, giant Hyoga just kind of pulls like the fucking scene that Beerus does after he gets hit in Battle of the Gods, where God of Destruction's anger. His fucking aura just flares on around him, crackling with ki. It's just waves just shoot the fuck out of his body in every direction, covering the entire arena, leaving crush marks and burn marks and pock marks and smoke screens everywhere. And after a while, the ki around his body starts to become less of an aura and more ki charge as the lightning sparks with lightning, and Hyoga just comes straight fucking down Superman style, shoving Rowan into the ground.
Cool.
A cool 542 damage. Note that it would be more, but first token did still take away some damage.
And about half of it missed.
And that is not counting the Slam Crash Impact. With the Slam Crash Impact, there's an extra 84 damage, totaling for 626. 626.
Okay, Stitch.
I mean, you're the blue one.
Yep. Alright, with that being said, what you got, Mr. Rowan?
After that slam, after just getting knocked like that, it's safe to say Rowan's aura went down. And if not, he was going to cut it off now.
Oh, it is definitely going down because your chi.
Oof.
That's why he said mistakes were made.
Yeah. How much does it cost to aura burst during the storm?
Well, the storm is technically 5 actions.
Oh.
So you did 5 actions and it times 4.
Good to know. I probably should have asked that before keeping it up. But
At least you learned it now.
yeah, this is why we learned.
Another time to make a joke about getting it up.
I don't think Hyoga's gonna have that problem. Rowan might. But we're going to, since Hyoga is right there on top of Rowan, we're just going to do one of Rowan's special moves. Because at this point, either Hyoga is still like fist deep in Rowan's stomach, or he's getting ready to back off.
Wait, I forgot something.
Uh-oh.
Oh, do it. Boom, boom. So after the slam against that wall there, there's just a sudden explosion of ki as Rowan is engulfed and Hyoga comes jumping back ever so slightly. He's sliding across the ground on his feet. The whole skirt! That is an extra 26 damage, because why the not?
It's appropriate.
So, what were you doing?
1 second, I'm doing math again.
What is this
Because
math?
I just had a thought.
This math thing you talk of.
Okay. Just within that debris of dirt and dust, and you can definitely hear Rowan just kind of like coughing up blood and stuff. Before he just rockets out, just starts almost like flash dancing around Hyoga, throwing punches and kicks and everything. As we do a 5-move Dragon Rush.
5-move Dragon Rush.
Let's see. It's initial 3.
Yeah, you have to do at least 3 moves, but you're doing 5, so.
Yeah. But I was counting the extra rage for it. Because I was planning on putting more rush points into it.
So, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108, 120, 132.
I'm going to stop it. I'm only going to do about 6 extra. That way you don't have to keep counting
6 is
it
going
up.
to be 108.
Okay. Alright.
I think you're going to have 9 points to spend.
Alright. And we can still add in our regular as well,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay. Then this first one, Rowan is going to just kind of come straight out, trying to knee Hyoga in the face. I'm actually going to mark this as I'm saying it so I can keep track of the 9 I have. 2 rush. 2 focus.
2 rush, 1
Yeah.
focus.
I can still only put up to 3.
Yes.
Okay. Then, yes, 2 rush, 1 focus. And an EX.
Make that EX roll.
3.
And I assume that, by the way, Hyoga, you shut your aura off when you were firing your special, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. With your 3, Rowan. Congratulations. You're going to save a rush point.
Woo!
Saul. This is going to be a 2 to a 7. That is not going to hit.
We gonna good luck it.
Your 2 is now an 8. That is not going to hit.
Okay. Then
So Rowan comes
After-
shooting outwards with, smoke trailing from his body. His armor and clothing all tore up with, bits and pieces missing as he jumps up and thrusts that knee up in the air. Hyoga just kind of moves his head to the side and brings one arm out and kind of guides it out of the way.
as he does, Rowan's just gonna kind of spin around, already bringing his other leg back as he goes for a power kick. with 3 rush. Oh, these aren't your statuses either. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna add stagger to that.
All right, this is a 7 to a 5. Sir. This is not
Good luck that.
but it is
Never
close.
mind.
What?
Said it's not going to hit, but it's close.
We're good luck. I need at least one of these to hit.
7 is now a 4.
God damn it.
You gonna do it again or no?
Nah, I still got 3 more moves I can try.
This is true. He comes spinning around, throwing out that leg. Hyoga's tail just kind of comes up and just stops it. As
You move too slow.
Yeah. You and the mentor both said it.
It's because you have so much status effect on you right now, Rowan.
Yeah.
You are fucking tired and exhausted. Like this whole time, you know, you're fucking breathing heavy. You're sweating profusely. And all that drain from that aura burst and, you know, getting rained on with all that ki is definitely, you know, affecting you physically. Even for outside viewers, they can just look at you and go, "Damn, he's
He's tired as fuck.
he ain't feeling so hot."
Nah, I really screwed up with that storm because I didn't realize it counted as individual stuff like that. But that was more on on me, so. But after
You learned, didn't you?
I did learn, I'm not gonna do that shit again.
At least
But
that
after
times
his
4.
leg was caught, yeah, definitely not at least as a times 4. But as his leg got caught, Rowan's gonna attempt to drop kick with his other leg since he's still in the air.
Drop
Will you-
kick.
Do another 3 rush, and let's do stagger again.
Good call. All right, you have a 17 versus a 13. That is going to be a hit. So after swinging his leg around and getting caught, he is going to end up reaching forwards and grabbing onto Hyoga's tail as he whips around him, using the momentum to throw himself forward, slamming both feet into Hyoga, knocking him back. As ...
As soon as Rowan kind of drops back down to the ground, he's going to kick off as hard as he can and just try and go to headbutt Hyoga in the stomach. Doing a headbutt.
Headbutt. Doing a headbutt.
I'm gonna headbutt him in the stomach with a headbutt.
Yes. That leaves me with 2 rush, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll drop them both on there, add a focus, and we'll do a stagger as well.
All right, with a 6 to a 7. That is not going to hit.
Fuck it, I'll waste it. We'll see what happens. Good luck.
All right, your 6 turns into a natural 20.
Well, that was worth it.
What did I roll?
7.
I'm gonna good luck that so it's not a 10 over.
Nope. Crack. A 15. It is not a 10 over.
$17.
This sounds like a pretty funny because he got a crit, he got a 17. You got a crit, you got a 17. Before he got a 19 too. You guys are just laying on the same shit. So bonus action. So after drop kicking him and knocking him back, you know, Rowan just exactly says, just shoots forward and just slams his forehead right in Hyoga's face. As you know, immediately Hyoga's head knocks backwards as blood kind of dripples down from the side of his left nostril.
For that 5th action, Rowan's going to follow up with hopefully strong right hook, which will count as a ram with 3 focus, a power, and an EX.
Ram with 3 focus, a power, and an EX.
Yes.
Alright, please roll your EX.
14.
With a 14, that is bonus damage.
And then last action gains a free 1 as well. Go ahead.
User?
Does that count for that on this one too?
Excuse me?
Because I've already used 2 this round. Does that count as well?
No, that is free.
Okay. 20.
Roll again.
16.
That is damage and damage. So, damage times 3. Not 3 times the damage, but
That's a
bonus damage. Bonus damage. Bonus damage.
That's a lot of bonus damage.
If it's damage times 3, Hyoga's doing everything in his power to dodge.
I'd say he's still doing that.
Yep, dropping 2 tokens.
Well, I see you are dropping a Dragon Ball into Dragon Ball Fusion. And the dice gods have decided that Rowan has a 4 and Hyoga has a 17.
You know what? We'll
You
fudge
are
it.
out of good lucks. Yes,
I
you
know.
have a fudge.
I did have a fudge, and I will fudge it.
Whip. Your 4 is an 11, or I dropped that, I gotta reroll it. A natural 20.
All right.
Wow, those were twice in a row. You managed to pull some bullshit out your butt.
Hey, I ain't complaining.
A lot of fucking 20s happened this fucking fight.
Yeah. The first 2 rolls of the
Christ.
fucking game were 20s.
First time we're gonna pretend to stream on on shit. Natural 20, natural 20, natural 20. Go ahead and roll yourself a d20.
14.
With a 14, slam, crash, impact. Center shooting forwards and headbutting Hyoga as Hyoga, his head knocks backwards. Rowan immediately just thrusts that shoulder outwards, slamming into him as Hyoga goes flying backwards, hitting the ground on his shoulders. As I'm going to assume Rowan is just going to keep running, and that's going to be the slam crash impact. As Rowan's actually going to be like dragging him across the ground.
That fits. And then after just kind of chucking that last bit to throw Hag against the wall for that final impact, Rowan's going to kind of jump and dash backwards and use that free bonus action for defense up.
Well,
Trying.
defense up you want to call on a single action.
Okay.
So, let's see how much damage we do. Ram. Yeah, you got that massive fucking damage on here.
That's a lot of damage.
Actually, it's not a lot of damage.
No. I kind of figured it wouldn't be. Rowan is really weak right now.
4, 5, 6. 315 damage. Alright, dropping that 315 onto you. Oh, and for that slam crash impact, you'll go do me a favor and roll that d20. Rejected. Hyoga with this high-ass dexterity manages to flip around again and catch himself. This time, since he's a little bit more hurt and a little bit more force behind this, he ends up actually landing on the edge of the dome bubble on his hands and knees. And with that being said, let me fix your rage here, Rowan. high as balls.
Oh, now that the round is over, I had this thought like after I had already called the move. Is it possible to tap within that Dragon Rush? Like tap the attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Brian, you want to give me a token for that curse token that was used against me?
Yeah, I totally do. I apologize.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
That's pretty funny.
Well, I reached my goal tonight. I got Hyoga to at least half.
47% of Hyoga and 25% Rowan. And please roll for initiative. Oof.
Our rolls were one apart from each other.
Oof. But as of right now, and Rowan, but
How much wind do I got on me?
oh, it's actually still going to go to Rowan.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like 5 wind to Rowan, but like 8 wind to Hyoga.
Damn.
That's because
Alright.
most of the status effects from the storm are within the storm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, while it's going on, he gets all these bonuses and shit. But there's not a lot of status effects to be come out of that minus his last hit. But you did get 2 fucking crits in there. So with that being said, what are you doing, Mr. Rowan?
What was that number? Fuck it. Rowan's going. I'm just gonna balls to the wall this one because unless the dice gods smile on me, Rowan's not living past this round. So after throwing Hyoga back and jumping back a bit, he's actually going to continue pressing the advance. And as he does, his aura is going to kick back on around him, just like swirling, like real angrily, before he gets right up in front of Hyoga and just tries to uppercut him as hard as he can in the jaw. This is a single action overdrive times 4.
Overdrive times 4.
Ram with 3 focus, 3 power, knockback,
He's like, I don't want to get hit after this.
both EX, and signature focused with a Dragon Ball.
Sig focus plus 3 focus points.
All right, Rowan, please roll. Oh, that fucking 20 was peaking, bruh.
It was.
And then 2. Hyoga is going to see this coming from a mile away. It takes Rowan a minute, especially with how tired and exhausted he is with his negative fucking, almost 10% key. As his aura just slowly kind of builds as it... And as this is happening, Hyoga's starting to kind of, get off the initial impact that he had. And as Rowan comes shooting forwards, this is going to actually give Hyoga an additional bonus chance to dodge.
2 questions.
Oh, first 2 EX rolls.
Yes, that was one of them. The other was that bonus action I had. Was that just for that one round, or can I use that for the attack up to try and get a better?
You can do bonus action attack up.
Then I will do the bonus action attack up as well.
Technically, it's too late, but I'm not gonna do it to you.
Okay.
It's a sparring match, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
2016,
18.
18. I'm going to go ahead and have that 18 go for the 20 because your first two rolls should have been EX roll 1, EX roll 2.
Okay.
Not like it really matters, but, you know. It just makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
So that is damage with that 16. And then strike and strike with that 20. Alright. And rolling. Rowan has a 13. Hyoga has a 1.
Damn it.
Most RPGs you'd be like, oh, he fucked up, he got a 1. No, not in Dragon Ball. You just don't want a 1 during initiative, during actual roleplay rolls, or like initiative
Storms.
things.
Yeah, storms.
Yeah, storms.
Oh well.
So, as he comes shooting forwards, going to go slam himself into Hyoga with that massive uppercut. His fist seems to make contact with Hyoga's body. As he begins to lift up, his fist just goes right through him as the afterimage of Hyoga dissipates, as Hyoga is already behind Rowan.
I think you know what's coming, Rowan.
It starts with a bar and ends in a Raj.
Yep.
Yep, Bar Rage.
Barrage. I assume you're not doing shit to it, or are you...
It's the highest I could do. In order versus 2 or 3?
4.
Fuck it, let's go 4.
Rowan, you are not
Nope.
going to do anything in return as far as order bursting.
No. I can't even counter barrage unless it's less than 108.
You just spent
60 of it.
What have you done on 120? But you can't counter barrage anyways because you already did your action.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of bullshit to let you do that. Like, I got to attack and counter barrage, which is just the same as barraging.
It is the exact same.
Well, with that all being said, Hyoga, can you please roll for the barrage?
Yeah. Just put my cigarette out.
He was like, this I will do.
Just put that cigarette out. Time to mop the floor.
Something I hate about drinking is I want to smoke a cigarette like every 2 fucking seconds.
Touche.
There it is.
17 strikes, 70%.
Yeah, we'll keep it.
Just for shits and giggles, make another roll. So far,
Glad I kept it. Burn the next one.
It's a great call.
Yeah, that's a really good call.
And the last
And the
one?
last one.
Actually, roll 1d. No, yeah, that would be 20%. You wouldn't want that.
Nope.
Nope.
So you have chosen wisely. Alright, so 17 strikes, 70%. Factoring in the speed difference.
That's a lot of speed.
That's 118%, 17 strikes, doing 974 damage,
Jesus.
and healing 243.
That just tripled what I had left for HP.
And Rowan has, I don't know, negative 33% health.
Somewhere around that.
like you currently have 344 health. It goes from 344 to negative 454.
Jeez.
At this point,
Doesn't
Rowan,
let me
make a
run.
roll. Roll,
Look, Mom,
Rowan.
I'm a gun that we kill in business.
Roll, Rowan. Be a 1, be a 1, be a 1, be a... Aw.
I see how it is.
Super dude.
If I'd gotten a 20, I would have laughed at you.
Actually, even that 16 is a fail.
I know.
It's a negative 33%. For every negative 5%, it's minus 1 from your roll. So at 33,
I would have seen
that's,
that.
what?
I would have seen
6?
that level. I'd have to have gained like a 20.
And you'd have actually an additional for being a negative as well. So you know
Yeah.
7, and your target roll is normally like a 13. So your dice goes from a 16, which normally is a pass, but you know you minus 7 from that, and you know sitting at 9. It's like yeah. Nope. Good night.
Like I said, I'd have to get that nat 20.
Hyoga, do you want to roleplay it?
Yeah. So after Rowan uppercuts the afterimage, Hyoga peers behind him with his tail wrapping around his neck as he slams him down to the fucking arena. As once again, a massive fucking Kai storm rains down as it just pelts Rowan over and over and over again. As for the final blow, Hyoga comes up, turning the favor with that uppercut.
You know what I do have? I do have just
All over the face.
just because. What I should have done is when you disappeared and reappeared.
Fucking Z teleport.
Just because. All right. Well,
That happened.
that's weird. I don't know what happened to my to my roll 20. I mean, not my roll 20. My fight sheet. For whatever reason, it says that Hyoga is false.
It's because he's too strong.
What did I do? I broke you.
He was already broken.
Okay, fixed you. Oh, I put equals your additional HP, not plus. So it's like, no, his current HP is not equal to 231 or whatever. Brian, you are retarded. Anyone that is watching, I hope that everything came through clear and pretty.
It did.
I was gonna say we can watch the replay afterwards.
Word. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream and check it out. And then with that, we will, I don't know. But thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. Sorry, Kyle, for showing up late.
Yeah. I needed. I really needed it though. Like,
Dude,
I
no.
can't tell you how
don't
bad
gotta
I
explain
crashed.
yourself, man. I can tell you how many times at lunch I'm like, I need to like work on things, or I want to play video games, or I want to eat. And then I'm like, no.
Nap.
I'm going to go take a nap.
Yeah, like as soon as I hit that bed, I'm like, this is great. And then I wake up at 7:40. I'm like, shit.
Dude, the best is when you try and lay down for like fucking 20 minutes and you wake up like 6 hours later.
Right? It happens. But again, anyone watching, you have a good night, or day, or good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Good night, good fight.
Aha.